To lecture is very hard. But having said that, I think it's an honor, pleasure coming here. Um, Nadargul, Delhi Public School, Mukesh's Hockey Academy, Kumarai Garu. I think it's a great combination. I think congratulations sir, for the vision. Um, Many of us would have cricket, would have badminton, but I think to think of hockey is something which is really wonderful. Um, it's really great to see such a lovely ground come up, and I'm sure over time, with a lot of kids playing, I think this place will really be very um, good to produce many more players. I wish the entire team all the very best for this wonderful effort, and I wish you all very, very success in this. Um, I'm just distracted by the thought because I had watched three beautiful performances. I think to all the girls who have done the dance, I think congratulations, girls. You've done so well. Really phenomenal. Congratulations to all the dancers. The traditional dance was amazing. The Chakde song was amazing. And the singing was really wonderful. Congratulations to the entire team behind it. I think you've done well. I wish all the girls use the hockeys for playing and not just for the dance. The dance is popular, but I would love to see you play with the hockey sticks. I think that's very, very important. Wish the entire team which is going for the nationals all the very best. We're lucky. Some of us are hardworking, and Mukesh has said whatever needs to be said in terms of motivation. For people who don't know, if on the other side there was a ball hitting the wall, it was Mukesh in the middle of the night hitting, and that's how we would all remember it. If it was this side, if it was the shuttle, it was me hitting. So that's how the conversation was. So we didn't speak much, but I think we admired a lot. That's the same with me and Karnam Maleshwari. I think that medal of hers inspired many like me, and I think for all of us here, I think Mukesh coming here, I think surely will be a big motivation. Thank you, Mukesh, for making the effort to come here and make this beautiful place. Um, I think, Jyoti Madam, you've said about the school's medals. I think it's really wonderful to see this. I have another challenge for you and the schools. It's not how many people who play, but how many people who don't play whom I want to see. It's not the number who plays, but everybody in class should play. I think if you're skating and the badminton and the hockey has the same people, it's not a happy space to be in. I would love to see the last person who's running is also happy about playing sport. And I think that is very, very important. And for all our kids, the winner will always be happy, right? But if the last person in class is just rolling and slowly finishing the 100 meters or the 50 meters, will you laugh at him or encourage him? I think that's the motivation which I want you to do. I think you have to allow them to come together and play. I think that is real sport. I'm sure we are asking one person to be a champion from here or two, and if I'm greedy, maybe three, but not everybody who's going to play will win medals. Yes, not everybody who's going to win is going play is going to win medals, but everybody who's going to play is a champion, and I think that is very, very important for us all. That aspect is not to be forgotten. You will never learn many things in life other than on a field, and it starts with losing, and that's the biggest thing. Many of you may not have lost anything any time in life till now because you all passed. Everything is okay. You did a dance program. Everybody said congratulations. You've not lost, but life will teach you the hard way if you don't know how to cope with failure. And that failure lessons come on the field. I think it's very, very important for us to learn about failure And that is the reason why you should play sport. I think it's very, very important. Big lessons are learned. And I'm sure Komaraya Garu will tell, Jyoti Madam will tell, Vijay Kumar Garu will tell that life doesn't come with winning alone. It comes with a lot of failures. And then if you're ready to cope with that and learn from it, I think that is what will make you stronger. And that is only learned in the sporting field. Nobody gives you that lesson better. And that is the reason why you should play. So everybody should play. Not because you're going to get selected or win a medal, because it will teach you lessons which no other book can teach you. And that's the reason why sport is very, very important. If alphabets, writing, reading, and this is for the teachers of English and math and physics, if alphabets, words, sentences was physical literacy, was alphabetical literacy, if alphabets, words, sentences was alphabetical literacy, and if numbers, addition, subtractions, multiplications was numerical literacy, we in our country have grown alphabetically and numerically, and our schools have done fantastic to ensure that we have grown on these. We in our country have gone down, and our schools have failed miserably in ensuring that we've been physically literate in the last 30 years. I think it's time to bring it up, because mind and neurons are built by physical activity and exercise. So it's very, very important for us to do physical exercise. It is the most important thing to build neurons in the brain. Studying alone doesn't help. In fact, studying doesn't help. Physical activity alone helps. I think that's the reason why we should all play. I don't want you to compete to be the best. I don't even care. Literally, after 30 years of my journey in sport, I don't even care whether you win or lose. But I really care if you're disciplined and hardworking. I really care if you want to excel. I really want if you push yourself. I really want if you're encouraging others. I really want if you take the learnings of failure with you and bring it to life. I think that is what is the most important. And so each one of you, I want you to be the best versions of who you are, the best of what you can run, the best of what you can jump, the best of what you can dribble the ball, the best of what you can shoot the ball, the best of what you can jump up. I think that is what is important. I don't know how it is possible that if we can't widen the horizons of our physical being, how we can even explore the boundaries of our physical being, that will ever be a visionary on the mental side. We just need to explore how high I can throw, how long I can run, how high I can jump. I think that is fundamental, and that is individual. It doesn't mean you're competing against anybody. It's not about you being the best in your class. No, it's about you being the best of what you can be. And that is very, very important. So each one of you should go out there and play. And I should see you run, not because you want to beat your friend. No, encourage your friend to be the best of what she can be. You try to be the best of what you can. I think that is very, very important. So for each one of you, this is the message I have. I think whether you're running, whether you're dancing, whether you're doing music, I think do it with 100% of your heart. Each one of you who dance there, dance beautifully well. But some of you still holding back. Just don't hold back. Just open up. Let the hands open up. Let the wings open up. You don't know how far we can go. I didn't know that I would go this far. Now, having gone this far, I realized, because I don't want to dream when I was young. I just don't know where my dreams are. If I take one step ahead at a time, I'm just going further than what I can think I can. And I think that is very, very important. So each one of you, it's important to just blossom, open up. And I think things will be wonderful. And for the teachers and I don't know if I'm qualified, but I'd still say it. Don't look at whether a kid is talented or not. As parents, we should not look at whether the kid is talented or not. The word talent identification is one of the worst words, because you, as a human being, as a parent, as a teacher, we have to believe that our kids are talented. And it's the duty of us to find out where that talent is. I think that is what is the most important thing. The focus is not on you. The focus is on us. The focus is on us to find out where your talent is. And I think that's the most important thing. Each one of you is a jewel. Each one of you is a flower. And we want you to be the unique best of what you can be. And if you're a rose, I don't want you to be a lotus or an apple. I think if you're an apple, I want you to be the best apple possible. But if you are a rose, I don't want you to be a lotus. So I think each one of you is unique, and the education system should ensure that that uniqueness blossoms. And I think it's the duty of us as teachers to do that. In a real world, it's difficult, it's tough. With the academic pressures, parents' pressures, it's tough. But at least to have that underlying thought with us and to have whether we're doing right is very, very important. I think this is something which I really wish I can do more often. All of us knew this much more when I was younger. But anyway, since I know something which I think today is important, with all humility and humbleness, I would submit to you. Thank you very much, and thank you for inviting. Thank you, sir.